Greetings! I'm Herbert Erpaderp, and I've decided that the month of March is now March Multi-Turret Madness Month, or some variation thereof. You see, I like alliteration, and I also like weird tanks, like this Japanese 4-turreted OI in 72nd scale from Finemolds. Today we're going to be having a look at what we get in the box, thus the words, what's in the box. The first sprue here has a lot of the hull parts, and I think this looks pretty good. This is the first Finemolds kit that I've ever had. In fact, the first time I'd heard of them was when I went looking to buy this particular kit, specifically to have another multi-turreted tank for March, after having seen one of our Discord members share pictures of theirs. It looks awesome, by the way. Anyway, that is some waffling. The important thing is, and I think you can see it in the pictures, is that the parts look really good and are quite neat. This sprue has some more massive slabs of armour and some turret bits. I'm obviously no OI surgeon, so I don't know how accurate or not the detailing is, and it's my understanding that there's not really a whole lot of information to be had around the OI anyway. The detailing on the model looks pretty decent to me. It looks good and crisp and nicely moulded. I do expect there will be a little bit of cleanup involved. Mould lines and nubbins are pretty well inevitable, but it doesn't look like there's going to be anything too severe here, and I'm not expecting to spend a whole lot of time on cleanup. Here are all the bits of running gear, and a couple more turret bits. As with the other parts, these look pretty good. We've got link and length tracks, with lengths and some links. The name is pretty descriptive. Owing to their kind of small size, these could be a challenge. This is a huge tank, but it is in 72nd scale, so the tracks are still kind of small. There's a lot of wheels too, plenty to make really good jokes about. Believe it or not, there is a decal sheet included with the kit. Why wouldn't I believe that? We get a handful of markings, and other than the Japanese flag, I don't know what they mean, but they are there, and they look pretty good. Very marking. Here's the instruction booklet. It's nicely stapled in the middle, which is just how I like it. No flopping about and getting in the way here. I obviously can't read a lot of the text, but the diagrams are the important part. Those diagrams do look a little bit densely packed on the pages, but that's probably not a real problem. They seem to be well laid out, and easy enough to understand and follow. Of course, if there are any issues, I will be sure to mention them in the build video, and cry about them like a giant baby on the build stream. That said, I don't really anticipate any problems. There's a couple of painting and marking guides at the back, as you would expect. As always though, you can decorate your model how you like. If you want a silver OI with bright green dots and yellow stripes, don't let anybody stop you. Anyway, that's what happens to be in this particular box, and hopefully every other box claiming to contain a Japanese OI tank in 72nd scale from Finemolds. This looks to be a pretty nice kit of what I think is an interesting and odd vehicle, perfect for March Multi-Turret Madness Month. As I mentioned, I've never built a Finemolds kit, and I don't really know anything about them. I do understand that this is a kit from around 2015, so it's not that old. Well, I guess it is 10-ish years old, but that's not really that old, and it does look good, so I think it's going to be a fun build. I will begin working on this pretty soon. I'll be building it live on my Wednesday night modelling stream over on Twitch, starting on the 5th of March 2025. If you're watching in the future, it's probably already built, and there'll be a link for that around here somewhere. I don't imagine this will take a very long time to build, but I'm pretty confident that the build video is not going to be ready in March. But there are going to be some other March Multi-Turret Madness modelling videos to take care of at least some of your Multi-Turret Madness needs and desires. We'll see the TACOM SMK and the amusing hobby Neubaufahrzeug. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section below. Subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of thing, share the video with anybody you think might find it helpful, and if you really like what I do, consider supporting on Patreon or Ko-fi. Take care of yourselves, be excellent to each other, and thanks for watching. Farewell.